What's up? What's up? What's up? I'm sorry, y'all. I know I'm a little hype. You know what I'm saying? Snowing outside. Tis the season to be jolly. Fa la 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 la. La 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 la. But anyway, I'm here to talk to y'all about Black Lightning. Last two episodes. I know I ain't been on here really, but the episodes haven't really been that interesting to me. And I didn't want to speak on it until I had something good to say. Or just something to say, you know what I'm saying? Like, there wasn't that interesting, and for a show that's only 10 episodes, I felt like we should have got a lot more story, a lot more character building, something in these last two episodes. All we know is that Manissa is having very much fun robbing people and disobeying her father right now. That's basically all we know about her. Nah, but she's loving her powers too much. She's beginning to love her power more than she's actually loved people, and like without, she's beginning to love her life in her suit more than her life without it. You know, the way we got to see what happened with her and her ex-girlfriend, and why they're not talking. They're honestly, it's not because that the Asian girls have powers. It's just because this is a pimp. She out here pimping these O's. Know what I'm saying? Like, she's out here doing her thing. She pimping celebrity O's, regular O's, just getting her Cheerios on. You know what I'm saying? So she's just doing her thing, which you can be mad at it, but at the same time, you got to respect it. Like, it's her life. She's single. She wasn't in a committed relationship. She didn't cheat on. Well, she can't. I don't know. Y'all decide if it was cheating or not. But on another, she has been having problems with her father because she felt like he don't know what he's talking about when obviously he does. Like, this man has been doing this longer than you. This man has been living this life longer than you. So who are you to tell him what he's not, you know what I'm saying? Who are you to tell him to back off this, that, and the third when he's trying to save your life? You putting yourself in a position to get hurt and to get found out. If I'm Tobias Well and somebody is stealing my money, I'm going to automatically know where it's going because the church is paying off the things that I'm trying to get. So somebody's stealing my money and giving it to the church. Therefore, first thing I do is take the pastor into congregation. You're putting these good Christian folk in trouble when you're supposed to be helping them. Like, if it was me, why didn't you give the money to the congregation or people in the community that you trust to give it to him? You know what I mean? Like, not just give it to him in one big portion, but you know what I'm saying? Like, she is really just stealing the money, bagging it up, and taking it straight to the pastor. Like, everybody's gonna get hurt that way. You know what I'm saying? One of these points of times, they're probably gonna put a tracker in the money and find out where you live or who you are affiliated with. And then I feel like this has just been making big mistakes this whole time. For somebody that's highly educated and smart, she's been making a lot of mistakes that I do not agree with, and I can't see why she's making them, you know. Then we can go on to Jefferson Pierce. He lost his job. He's trying to do the right thing, be the bigger man in certain situations. You know, he's still, what I love about Jefferson Pierce so much, and this show so much, is that they're proving to everyone that you don't have to be afraid of black kids. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gets hostile. You know what I'm saying? Every race has teenagers that have problems that at home or in school. And sometimes you get fed up and you have to use your words, and you feel like you have to use your words or your hands. I mean, you have to feel like you use your hands or something else to get your point across, or to defend yourself, or not be defend yourself from being embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's wonderful when you can sit there and quote a line and a student take that in and just sit there and, like, she's right. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she's right. I forgot what the line was and who said it. I have to go back and check it out, but it's a wonderful line. It's just like if somebody was giving me Malcolm X or Martin Luther King lines and asked me who that was, and I'd be like, Martin Luther King. You got to sit there and think about it. Like, these are visionaries, and you know what I'm saying? You like he said, if you don't if you expel this kid and you take away his future, 9 times out of 10 he's gonna become someone to be feared. You know what I'm saying? And if you take away somebody's future, you leave them with what they have. Like, let me say he doesn't have parents. All he has is his grandma. You know what I'm saying? And then you kick him out of school. He was gonna go to college, you know what I'm saying? Probably play football, whatever. Take care of his grandma. But now that that's no longer an option, he has to find another way to put food on the table. He has to find another way to fend for her and fend for himself, and then fend for himself once she's gone. But since he can't go to school, he's going to have to find another way to do that. And I'm not saying turn to drugs, but he's too young to get a job. You know what I'm saying? That happened early. That happened last season on one of the episodes where the kid was out there dealing green light, but he had to feed his grandma. He didn't have no other way to do what he needed to do. If you're 8 years old, you can't get a job. You just can't. They're not going to give you one. So how do you make money? Illegally. You're going to have to. You're underage. And that's what people don't get. Sometimes you don't have a choice but to do things that the law don't want you to do. If your whole family was starving, would you sit at home and look at everybody starving and not trying to do nothing? And that's what I feel like the new principal don't get. Matter of fact, the new principal don't care about the kids. He don't care about anything but incidents that happen at his school, and he's trying to expel everyone and basically be this hard knock principal, when in fact that's not going to do nothing but hurt himself in the long run. Nobody's going to want to come to Garfield. Nobody's going to respect him at Guild. But all this is doing is giving Jefferson Pierce a better angle. I feel like it's giving him a better way to be in touch with the kids, because he's in class with them, not roaming the hall, well, not in his office or walking the halls checking, to see if people skipping class and stuff. He actually has a classroom and students that come in that class. I feel like they should make him a teacher and a guidance counselor. If he does not get his job back by next season, he should be a guidance counselor too, so kids can actually come to him and talk to him. He can figure out things that's going on. And then that'll segue into him getting his job back. Because one thing, and this is for anybody that knows one thing, this is anybody that's been to school, one thing you do not do is get rid of a principal that everyone likes and respects. You can't do that. Because the next principal ain't getting no love. Next principal ain't getting no respect. It's just what it is, and especially if they got fired for something they had no control over. Which he did, but at the same time, I felt like he could have lied his way out of it. Or got his way out of it. And this is my question. When the school was being attacked, he got in trouble for not being there. Shouldn't every teacher in that school... I have not seen one teacher in this school since the beginning of this show, except for Nissa. And she ain't been in class in I don't know how long. So who's actually teaching these kids is my question, because I ain't seen a teacher in a minute. And I think that's a big problem, because there's no teacher. There's no actual teachers in this school. It's just the principal, the vice principal. The only teacher they got now is just Pierce, from my knowledge. But I feel like he's going through a lot right now with battling Sent Tobias well, getting out of jail. He's free to walk the streets now. He doesn't have to hide, so he can come and look for him any way he wants to, and he knows that he's alive. I don't think he knows that he's Black Lightning, but he knows that he's the son of the reporter that was reporting on him. So he might come after his family for that. Back like I said, Cyanide. Tobias has been tripping ever since he lost Cyanide, which I didn't think was possible, because Cyanide has these his fiber coated skin. I don't think no stiletto should get through that unless you got vibranium or some shit, which ain't even in this universe. So I don't know what's going on with her, but I really know. I really felt like that was they should have explained how she killed her more, because that was crazy. And if she can take a punch from Thunder and not get phased, I'm pretty sure she could take a stiletto. So I really didn't like the way Stein Knight died, but the way he's been pushing up on Painkiller. Painkiller's not a bad person, but when somebody give you something that you always, well, not always, but that you lost. If you lost your legs and you had an opportunity to get them back, I'm pretty sure you're gonna take that opportunity and the consequences that come with it, which is he don't want to hurt people, he don't want to kill people, but he has to. It's dog eat dog. Either I'm gonna kill you or he's gonna kill me. So somebody's got to go down. You know what I'm saying? So, and nobody respects him at this point because I was wondering when somebody was going to speak. I mean, he never lived that life. His brother was in that life. His father was in that life, but he didn't want that life. He didn't live that life. And that's what they joke with him about. Like, you a schoolboy. You be running track and shit. You ain't really, you're not this life. Ain't nobody scared of you. You don't put no fear in nobody's heart. Who are you? He had to let him know who he was. Painkiller. I'm going to kill the pain, but you also might die with it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel his pain, him and Jen are in the same, Jennifer in the same position. Like she has powers that she didn't want, that they didn't tell her about. You know what I'm saying? And now that she's floating and she has these extra abilities that no one knows about and no one knows how to help her control them and know what the next level of what she could do is. They keep her boxed up. She's homeschooled now. She's not coming. She can't get out the house. She can't really go anywhere. Her friends don't like people with power, so she's kind of distancing herself from them so she can get away from it. And every time she thinks she's making progress to get out the house to live her life again, they dropping up a bomb on her. You know what I'm saying? So, like, yeah, she did all the tests and did everything to put her feelings in a box to get control. And they let her know, like, you're going to get homeschooled. We're still not letting you out of our sight. And I'm pretty sure that was hurtful for her because she put the work in, she put the time in to do what she needs to do, all to find out that you don't get the result that you wanted. And it's crazy. She got real feelings for Khalil. I'm glad they actually dealing with that. I can't wait till he finds out that he killed Mr. Pierce, and that's her father. You know, that I think that's gonna really change everything for him. I think that conversation needs to happen. I think he needs to know who Black Lightning is. Because once he knows who Black Lightning is, then he knows, like, this man will help me. This man actually gives a damn. And the reason why he treated me the way he treated me last time is because, first of all, I killed him. Second of all, I was dating his daughter and almost, you know what I'm saying, hurt her in a way. Well, and did hurt her in a way, mentally and emotionally. There's just a lot going on, but not a lot going on, if you get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Gambi's just the uncle in the background right now. I wish his storyline would tee up more. He has a lot of secrets that I feel we need to dig into. Jefferson's wife, I feel like she is way too passive. She's just letting these women kill these kids. Or did we just set up these children that got kidnapped 30 years ago just to watch them die? Is my question. Like, did we just, like, what's going on? Like, this doctor is just killing them. Like, yeah, they're gonna die. You know what I'm saying? And what my thing is, as for Jennifer, if you knew that they said they needed Jefferson's DNA to save these children, see if that's right. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying actually get his DNA, bring it there and test it out. I'm not saying that because then they'll know you know who he is. What I'm saying is do a test on his blood. Bring some of their blood or something, their tissue home, and see how it interacts with his powers or his blood since he is natural. You know what I'm saying? Do that part of the project at home or with Gambi at his bunker. Don't do that there. But what she is doing, I feel like they're converting her into a person that don't care no more. Because at one point they said she didn't deal with the fact that she had to shoot somebody. But she's just watched 2 to 3 kids die in this room. You know what I'm saying? So it's that back and forth that doesn't make sense to me. So, you know what I'm saying? I feel like Jen's storyline I think she needs to open up her eyes and realize that you're working for the government. They don't care about you. They don't care about your family. They just care about what they want and how they want it. So that leads us to, who am I going to talk about? That's about everybody. Right, right, right. I feel like I'm missing somebody, y'all. I feel like somebody's missing. Anyway, y'all let me know if this like, subscribe, comment. Tell me what you think about the season so far. Let me know if this season is still 10 episodes. Because if it's 10 episodes, it's moving. It's been moving really slow the last 2 episodes. And seeing as we only got like 3 or 4 left, you know what I'm saying? I think they really need to kick it up a notch. I really wish we had a crossover series with somebody. If not the Arrowverse, then the kids could we at least make it Earth 32 with Supergirl. I think that'd be a good dynamic. Supergirl and Black Lightning, putting those two together, putting those shows together and those people together could be very, very good and influential for the show. I mean, well, hold on. Let's see how that will work. I think that'd be good. Yeah, I think that'd be good. And for all the women in the LGBT community that keep asking, "Oh, is Supergirl and Lana Luthor gonna date or whatever?" And it's been confirmed that they're not. What about? I don't know if either one of them likes girls or not, but what about one of them and Nissa? You know, or you know what I'm saying, something like that too. Supergirl and Nissa, that would be a super powerful couple. I don't know. I would have, but I just think, you know what I'm saying, I feel like it's time. Everybody got 1 to 2 seasons. No, everybody got 1 season alone, just about, and then they got to join the Arrowverse. Well, except for Flash. Flash was created off of the Arrowverse. So I feel like it's time that Black Lightning gets to jump into this universe, or if you're not gonna jump him into this universe, at the very least, don't leave him alone. And what I mean by that is, hire me, superhero Static Shock. I'll be happy to put a shock to anybody's system, you know. But it's your boy Aqua. Like, subscribe, comment. If I left anything else, leave it in the comments. If there's anything you want to talk to me about, leave it in the comments. If you want to just say happy day, leave it in the comments. I'm out.